All right. Hey, how we doing there, YouTube? Good day to you. Good day, good dawn. Uh, Everybody's out there going pretty strong already, already. I have taken a little time to warm up a little bit myself, taking a little bit of time. I wanted to jump, I actually wanted to get it right on here at 8:11, 8:11 today. Uh, in all actuality, I was going to chill. I was going to chill, you know what I'm saying? And just soak it up and everything. But I see everybody. It's I guess it is a Monday, I believe, and so everybody's giving gas. Everybody's giving gas and look like a lot of good energy. Looks like a lot of good energy and everything. And so the reason why I wanted to start it at 8:11 is because inside of the Greek, you know, 8:11 is giving us that of the sun, the moon, and Saturn. You know what I'm saying? Saturn, is like we've been given that a father time, you know. Uh, Satur, by the way, we break it down from where. By the way, Satur it has the same numerical value of that of the Book of Ruth in a sense. Book of Ruth, which is the route, and the sun has a route, you know. The Lord of the Rings have a route, They have, and so what happens is the book root in Ivrit actually has a numerical value of 660. No, 606. 606. And then the Satur has a numerical value of 660, you know. And Satur means hidden and everything, And those different it's a couple of words that are meaning hidden inside of more than a few, you know. Um, and so this right here was brought to my attention right here because we're dealing with the sun and the moon. We just came back out of that with the uh, eclipse and so forth and everything, and we're still, I still say last phases of it right now, and the shift is happening right now, and so the discipline is like a slow discipline, with that of Saturn and everything, you know. At the same time, a lot of these things, and you guys don't have to believe me, okay? A lot of these things, because we're speaking in this English language, and it's something else. It's something else. And so Saturn, it tells you right there, in a general sense, 323 on the clock, is a hidden urn. Okay, and it's spelled like urn, like death, like fire. Serious. Okay, Chronos. I remember we used to go inside to work and everything. Uh, One of the time systems called Chronos. They clocking. Okay, and what do they want you to come when you go into work? What do they want you to do? They want you to work throughout a work week until we week, you know. And then we have to come in here and what are we doing? We're earning our wages, okay? And what do we do? What else? And then at the end of the week, what are we waiting for? The week end. So we're weakened at that point in time. And what's his name? I gotta give to him. Dang. I learned from him first and everything. Elderly Caucasian man. He even talked about the river and the river banks. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff and everything. I can't think of his name right now. Stupid. But it's been out there 444 on the clock for a while with a lot of people and a lot of things with this. You know what I'm saying? How it's just we know not what we speak sometimes, or we're not paying attention to it. You know. And so with this 811 is what I really want to start on. That's the reason why because we can interpolate. See the numerical value of this. This is iota. This is alpha also, and this is omega for the Greek. All right. And so the interpolation of this right here and the numerical values for them and everything of the sun is given a 4. And for the moon, it's 1. Okay? It's 1. And Saturn is your 7th. Is your 7th. Okay? And so that interpolation of the word of those words and letters, and the omega again is attributed to who? The alpha was attributed to who? Haile Selassie, right? And the omega was attributed to who? Menon, Menon Asphalt. Okay, and 11 on the clock. And I don't know if you checked out that film YouTube thing where it says, you know, uh, Queen Elizabeth goes and bows down in front to the King Halassi. But when you look at the picture, he's not bowing down to King Halassi, or Emperor Halassi. He's Haile Selassie. He's bowing down to Menon. Okay, just like just like in Akuna Matata. You know, one of the uh, one of the clips or one of the pictures, the thumbnails, one of the thumbnails and everything, you see it clearly on there. They got Simba right next to Nyla, and then where the pink feather lays up is laying up on Nyla, the woman king. Okay, and that's what that's what Empress Minna was. She was the woman king, literally a male. And even when you go back in history, you'll see history. Because people stood up and wanted to see that of a male. And even when we look at the Babylonian, or yeah, especially the Babylonian beards and so forth, the women would, because they would like to see that of the, a beard. I guess I got one now. Yeah, a beard, and they would actually have a hook and be standing out there, to show their strength and everything like that. So to speak. And others wouldn't, would not. They would just say, "We're ruling like so" and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that right there because we got to, today I need to I need to go ahead because, and there's no reason why. I mean, I'll explain what my mental is on it, and because the we're all learning at different paces, and we're like Lady Walk Heavy say, we give 'em gas, we give 'em gas and everything. You know what I'm saying? And so with these three right here that I have been, I've we've had our dances and shit. Okay, and sometimes it's get your ass on the dance floor, and or stop, or walk heavy, or uh, even in my, not necessarily, I'm seeing something deeper, and it might be deeper, and it might be just totally off. Might be just totally off at the same time. To where I'll speak on something 9/11 on the clock, and then we learn, and so we come and do a 2-step, 4-step forward, 4-step back, and we still stay on. But these right here have been resilient, you know, and so regardless, in that right there, I get ecstatic again when at first I get leery because people be doing be do lowing be do lowing. So so but then I'll come back and say, hey, my apologies. Hey, we know. So I mean, if we can keep going, cool. If not, then I understand too. I get it. I get it. No trip. Hey, but you know what I'm saying. And so with these three right here, uh, Lady Tennille, uh, Miss Walk Heavy, Lady Walk Heavy, and Jennifer Soul Source, uh, we've been kind of vocal and shit. You know what I'm saying? We kind of vocal and everything. And I've been having to go ahead and, especially with Tennille, because I mean, I was even guilty of even looking at the cover of the book and not opening the pages, like listening to, looking at the thumbnail, thinking I'm seeing what I see, and it's not even that. It's not even that on the inside, and I take off and have a thought and be fucking all off in fucking left field for real. You know, okay? And so, off the bat, that's what I'm coming up here speaking on in a general sense. But at the same time, uh, Chiron, intuitive, he popped in too, or not popped in. Yeah, popped in. We got to see his face and shit. You know what I'm saying? I did something 114 on the clock instead of behind the thing, and I saw him playing the keyboard. All that stuff too. And so it was good. It was good to see, put a face to the voice and to the hands and everything. They could play the music like that. And in both in all three of them today, and I gotta go back and watch Tennille's again for today and yesterday, because they lay in a lot of you know icing, icing on a lot of stuff and everything, uh, and and still, I mean, regurgitation and like, hey, turn around, and you don't know if people turn around, they might just turn all the way around. A 360 don't mean, hey, a 180 is what we got to do. It's just a 360, yeah, we just turn around in a circle, keep on going, you know. Uh, And so with these right here, I wanted to hit that first and everything in a general session. Then I do have some Dorothy Barr I want to go over, and then a couple of things to point out in a couple of other places and everything too. You know, and Chiron, intuition about wanted to believe. Oh my goodness, he want. I know what he's when he went to extend on that right there. Oh my goodness, I know. I know exactly. Because it's like I want everything I just got finished saying. Well, I want to believe all. But this shit just don't be real. Should be real a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? And so I know what you're saying on that. I know exactly what he's saying on that. You know what I'm saying? And so I also got an example on that and everything a little bit. And so the first thing, oh yeah, and with the sun, the moon, and Saturn, that's 714. That's again Emmanuel, okay, and that of Isaiah 714, okay, and so that clicks on that, and also with Chiron, the thing of it is again, and we're still coming out of this session right here, and this is love. It's about love. It's about love. Straight hard on it. You see, I don't know if you can see it. Dorothy Barr, straight love, straight love. You know, and so on that, I came across Chiron in 2000, 2005 and everything. In 2005, in the Sacramento County Jail, I had the newspaper clipping. I carried it with me for the whole time. I had another book on Buddha. It has a lot of stuff underlined. I had the Paramanu outline. I had a lot of stuff outlined in that. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of books and the material that this ex-wife took from my ass and shit. You know, uh, she took my. I also counted every single word inside of the scripture in the Greek and the Hebrew on three different scales without, how everybody does use that, what's it called? Germ- Gematrinator. to where they do it real quick and everything. What happens again when you do it by hand, it stays with you. It stays, you know, and certain things, as you build and everything, it'll stay. And so, people can go ahead and do it like this, grab it and everything might blink. But but it's something with writing. It's the actual writing of something for me does it. I know we have photographic memories and you know, and but the writing reason why because all through the scribes were scribes. Okay, they didn't necessarily have you know, computers and everything to write. Now, I'm not saying that they weren't in existence because we definitely go and see on the hieroglyphs, especially in that of India. Hey, they got the iPad, the iPhone, and all that shit sitting right there, and laying up. I'm not saying, but at the same time, not most a lot of people. That was only for maybe those inside that the flying on the carpets. Okay, you know, and ships and so forth, merkabas and everything coming in and out. Okay, not everybody had it, so therefore they had to start. Even if they made a mistake, they had to start over. Especially even inside the clay tablets and shit too. They had to start over. This shit was, it's a you have a greater appreciation of it, I believe. If you do it, any type of work you do, you have a greater appreciation of it, and it will stick with you. You know. And so what had happened was he was the fourth fourth one on the 14th that came through, and it's a few more and everything, but I just pulled out four today. You know, on the 14 body parts. You know what I'm saying? The meridians. It was just 17, 14, but the particular 14th I'm talking about is Valentine's Day. So we talk about hearts, Valentine's Day. So the first one and everything. Uh, this 1859. This is when Oregon came into the state union. Okay, I think it was the 38th. I can't remember exactly which state it was to come into the union, but 1859 on February 14th entered into it. The union. After that, then we had 1912. 1912, Arizona entered into the union. So for the state of California, we got two. And remember, our all of our money and everything for all our what do you call it? Tickets to be getting all that type of shit. It go to fucking Arizona. All right. And it was 1859. It was Oregon, and these are our organs. Okay, these are our organs. Okay, that was it's not no. And then and listen to this one. Wow, I didn't even think about it like that. I don't even have it in that order. Then in 1929, and you got a 192 on that. A 192 on that. Okay, and that was the 192 countries that was up at least to 2011 that was up under confirmation on here. That's Kuan Yin. That was she's been too. So that's a confirmation with Mommy Waters also, and Oracle Bay. I was gonna mention them too. I have checked them out and thank you. Um, but Chicago Massacre, Chicago Valentine's Day Massacre, 192, 1929. So 192 on the nine ether. Whether it was the disagreeables of our own on ourselves or disagreeable six ethers. All right? Yeah. Simple as that. It was so to see his face, was like cool, and getting used to also. because Chiron, Chiron and everything is like it's an icy. In 2005 is when I ran upon him and everything. And what happened at that point in time, I was in Sacramento, and inside the jail. Okay, I hadn't even started the whole jolt yet. And they came out in the newspaper is that there was giving us Planet X. It was giving us Planet X, but there was taking I forget what other planet out, but they said because we originally had nine planets, a sun and a moon. Well, that's only 11. So where's the 12th planet? So that's where the the book of Zacharias Sitchin's came into, which presented the 12th planet. All right. Now at the same time, that was the planetary. Now when we get to the degrees, that's when we go to what we call constellations, or galaxies, or we call them zodiac and everything. So we have 12 of those also, but nobody told a lot of people about the 13th. Okay, because they're looking at the 12 disciples, and not looking at if Yeshua is the son, then that's just the 12 disciples. So that's the 13th right there. All right. So inside of that 12, we have the water bearer, okay, which is where we're at right now, Aquarius. And they've been singing that song since 1970s and said, "This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius." You know what I'm saying? Since 1970s, right? Well, how come they wasn't singing the same song about the snake bearer, which is Ophiuchus? Because she was hidden. It was hidden. You know, it was hidden. You know, it usually starts off about 4 or 5 days after Thanksgiving. You know, or 2 o'clock, or about the same time. And then goes about to the 17th of December, and then that's when Sagittarius actually takes over. Okay, but they didn't tell us all that shit. You know, they had the way they was bringing out different shit was bringing it out different way in a general sense. You had to go ahead and be sitting down, getting your stuff. If you were getting it to see it. So when I saw a lot of people was like saying, "Wow, I never knew that existed," and all I was like, "Wow," it is some eye opening stuff and everything. And so yeah, so we had the water bear and the snake bear. You know, so who gonna win? The water bear, the dawning of the age of Aquarius, or the snake bear? You know, snake bear was really in chapter 2, and it's really I give it right to Cleveland, Ohio again, because you got Adams County, you have the Serpent Mound, and you have Eve. So that's Genesis right there. All right. So that's the snake bearer. That's the U, Ophiuchus. And then on top of that, remember Opie, okay? And with dang, oh my goodness, Barney Fife, and I can't remember his name right now. I mean Andy Griffith. There we go, Griffith. Then of course that's going to turn you to the Griffins, to the Griffins. Okay, okay. And that of folklore. This is not folklore. It'd be real shit. The Griffins and shit. Okay. All right. So if everybody's doing their work and everything, we're gonna come across these things. You can come across these things, and even that the sitcom My Three Sons. We have three sons right here. Okay, three sons at least minimum. Minimum. Okay, so they're telling us, but we ain't fucking grabbing it. We ain't grabbing it. We're not grabbing it. You know. And so, yeah, no, it's the turnaround with Ms. Walk Heavy. again, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it pains to go ahead, well, especially when somebody mashing. When somebody mashing, then I think they know when say like this, like motherfucker say, fuck that shit. Boom, fuck that shit. You know? So that's the reason why I mash back too. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, uh, when you said it's just a word, you know, that right there was really the kicker. That's the point right there. When I said I said wrote down every single word, you know, and went back and forth with it. You know what I'm saying? Both in the Hebrew and the Greek. And then the second book being called Shemot. Okay, Shem is really like that of the phallus. It's really like a rocket too. Okay, it's like a rocket, like that of the Washington Monument. Okay, obelisk. Okay, and it also means name. It also means name. It also was Shem, Japheth, and Ham. Right. So all of this right here was all of that was the same thing. It meant all of that stuff and everything. So when we say Shemot, Ot are really signs, are really what we're looking at inside of the zodiac or what have you, not the galaxy signs and so forth. This is what we study when the light goes down, or when the sun goes down. We look, everybody got their different shifts, you know, and we as let's say Credo, what's Credo, forget its name right now, but I can't remember his name right now, but the tribe and everything over in Africa and everything, he is known for, uh, first of all, telling you how the people came down, you know what I'm saying? And then even have, when you go inside there, they have rooms for each time they came down. They made particular shields, mask, and it was only for that era right there. Then the next time it came to this, it was, I forget the Cueto Widro. I forget how you spell it, say it right now. But if you guys know anything about about the stuff right here, been following track, then you know of them. Okay. Um, at the same time, yeah. No, Chiron came in 1977. 1977 with Chuck Cole. Okay, so we saw the years of of even like I say, 1859 with Oregon, 1912 Arizona, Chicago massacre. This is a pole moment right here. Pole meaning to split apart. Okay, the heart. That's why we got that split apart heart inside the emojis. Okay, Chicago massacre, 1929. And then Chiron has the same cognition, same uh, uh, ignition switch of Isa, Why? Because it's an icy comma. It's an icy comma, not a comet, but a comma. Like a comet, like okay. And it is also between that of Saturn and Uranus. Okay. Now remember, all placements outside are all placements on inside. Okay. All placements outside are reflective of what's on the inside of this body right here. The Titans, everything. So, have some fun. Have some fun. Go into the anatomy of the body, and it's just the inverted, like the tree itself up top. It's the same on the inside down there. The pyramid up top, it's the same down below and everything. So, have some fun. Be creative, and just let the branches and leaves lead you to wherever it is that it is on your route and everything. That's the best thing I could tell you right there. you know, and because this is how they learned over even in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they only worked a work week of 37.5, and you had 6 weeks of fucking vacation to go and actually learn some of that shit or venture into it, you know, and there's all kinds of different stuff. The way they everyone has lived, okay, and learned and not learned, been a shielding and shielded ourselves. Okay, we did a lot to do it ourselves. I'm serious, we do it to ourselves. So with that right there, I just wanted to open up with that because you guys really, maybe open up these blinds today. No, okay, let me open up these blinds today. And so with that right there, we're gonna go jump into, um, and that's a reflective. That's a reflective, and I'm gonna hit that real quick right now too on the reflective. So with these degrees, we talk about degrees and everything. Whether not these college degrees per se, but even inside of scripture and everything is, even Benjamin Franklin, he was not. He was a man of letters. He's a man of letters, okay, and words. And so when Lady Walk Heavy said it was just a word, just a word. When it's a word, who is the word? It's not just a word. It is a capital WORD word. Because who is the word? That is Yeshua. So it can't be just no matter what. I'm saying? And that's the whole point of it because the word actually brings us back into Aquarius. Why? Because Pisces was that in the feelings. And so in the way that was spoken, it was like I was in the feelings and everything of it's just a word. Or like OJ Simpson commercial, that's just my dad. That's just my dad, you know? And here OJ at the time, you know, was being known for, the orange football, you know what I'm saying? Was it orange football? Yeah. It was definitely orange juice for sure. Okay. I don't think you had no, that was just Jim Brown on the Cleveland Browns. But anyway, um, so when we go to the word and everything, that word in the Greek is logos. So it went into that of even how we put what the name we chose for our thumbnail for our for our whether it be YouTube or our business or whatever that goes. It's a lot into that. I mean, even the last place I worked at Asonics. Asonics is really about our fucking body, okay, and the axons, okay, even to the exons, the mobile, the petroleum. AE is the same fucking thing, can be split. Axon, exon. Only thing that's different right there, they put a double X. Okay, so they gave you an addition on that. X, that's what, 24, that's 66 right there, right? It's a double X right there. So, and then the E, the star already. So shit, we got a star and we got a woman, okay, and the priest of On. So maybe the priest of On was a woman from what they said, okay. And peep game, the place, Exonics, what I work for, they only the what do you call it again? Sacred neurological uh, SNL, sacred neurological. Dang, I keep tripping right now. It's basically to go ahead. I can't even think of the word, but where when we have problems with our being incontinent, okay, our urination and so forth and everything. Sacral neural modulation. Sacral neural modulation. There we go. Sacral neural modulation. 34 on the clock. When we have that, it was only particularly to direct it for the women, okay? For the women and everything, not to men, all right? And the logo itself, we're going to logos, is that of 13 little small circles that look like a serpent. And it was green because they want some money. They came out number one. Okay, so when we choose our names, we choose our logos. Even the names that was given to us, like I was me, I'm oh me, my mom, me, my grandpa. I mean, you know, they really, 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 really thought, for us to have the same name in Ivrit and Hebrew, and then on top of that, the cadence, okay, it's a cadence in it, okay, because the first five letters, I got a cadence of 1111. My name is an 1111. All right, how is that? Because I got five letters in the first name. My middle name has six letters, and I got five letters in the last name. And then the numerical value for the first name and the last name is right on point with Elohim. Okay. Last name is a full 720, you know, like the bus I catch right here, you know, with Brown, but it was chopped, but still, they thought about that. And the middle name is D Lane. And she made sure she said, no, you don't spell it like that. It's D-E, capital L-A-N-E. And so Beret, but she called me Veers. They made me think about a lot of stuff. Is My name is French. Beret means multicolored glass. Okay, but they call me Veer. So this is so that first five letters of V-E-R-R-E is a five. That's a star. Okay, coming in. The six is D Lane. So and veer is to see, and veer also is to steer. And this is what my dad, okay, my dad, when I this is one of the things I can remember at like seriously like 3 years old. You know, he came and got me from my fake dad, his brother, and we inside the state brown station wagon, with the banana and the wood panels and everything. And he got me, and I'm standing up on, I'm driving, standing up on his left, and he said, I got you. You just steer, Beer. I got you, I got you, I got you. I got the gas. As she talked about heavy on the, I got the gas and the brake. I just need you to steer and everything, okay? And so that's what I did. I was there steering and shit. You know what I'm saying? If and then you go to Delane. So so if we're traveling in a lane, what it's saying is switch to another lane to D Lane, and then the last name of Brown. So in my mind, I had put this when I figured this out. It's like, wow, I am the steer, switch the lanes of the Browns, and I couldn't grasp it for a while. And then like I said, nah, that's not really fucking me. Like I said, I don't even. Sometimes I don't know if this was really fucking real, or if this was a fucking program and motherfuckers was, I'm waiting for it to somebody to wake me up and pull me out the motherfucking matrix. Okay, okay, on the real, and it is the matrix. But at the same time, you still got to go ahead and make sure you know where you're at within it or without it. Okay, so all of that shit right there. So I shared that with you because the second book is called Names. So it's important, even no matter what. If like say for instance, like what's her name, 13 Moons, she started out yesterday with something, and she was saying, I think you illuminated something to someone. So as soon as she said ill, that's in live for one, for me. But it's ill, it's sick, like Illuminati. Okay? That's a sick illumination to me. You know? I don't even have to hear no more of that shit. I don't even have to hear no more of it. You know? It's not to say that I won't go back and listen, because of course you still listen to watch and see what the hell they do all the damn time and everything. What are they gonna come up with fucking next? That type of shit. You know? And It's it's just something. It's just something. So the thing that where you can see your numerical value and everything is called name echo or echo name, and that's not. And you can utilize it. You can put inside there. You see, the compatibility and everything with people and everything might come. You'll see your what do you call it? Your totem, animal totem. They give you a lot of things to deal with your name and everything. To see because if notice even those who are actors and so forth, everybody who comes over here to this country change their name. Why? Because they know the system. And why is the second book called name? Because it's that freaking important. So if you see you got a fucking fucked up name and you wonder why shit be happening to you, it's because of your name. And you don't have a cadence to it. The Calabrians also have they have a service in which they go ahead and I guess calibrate you from your birth chart to give you a name that will fit with prosperity. Not to say that we're not going to have those if nothing's easy, but because you have a Ecclesiastes 7:1, a name is more precious than ointment, and the day of one's death is better than the day of their birth. Simple as that. Chapter 7, 7:1. Okay, and so that's the reason why when I see these names and logos and shit like that, oh no. I assume that everybody know what the fuck they talking about, and that's real talk. And we watching your ass. So, and not only that, when people choose their name, they choose the address also. This is the feng shui. This is the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. When I'm telling you, sharing with you about the buses going down certain streets like John 3:16, John 3:16. This is right here, Third Street. 16 go down right here. I am 314 go down Beverly. The 14 go down Beverly. Who's there? The house of Eve and and Lee, and Lee. So moving on to Lee, talking about Lee right now. That's L-E or Lay, Beverly, but L-E-Y actually, and Lay meaning law in that one. So at the same time, there in China there was a lady called her name was Rena, and she had spelled her name with an I, but she went and changed it to an E because there are no I's. And the prosperity that comes with the E, which is really the letter Ha, or, and that's in Ge'ez, and it's in He, Hey, and that of Ivrit, the same letter, okay? And so that we see who was the writers back to the, what? The emperor and empress, Haile Selassie, and Menon. By Menon. That was what's up under there for real. Okay. So when we get to Lee, Li, why does she change her name from the I? Again, Kuan Yin, why is the Yin? Because it's contemplation, because they don't necessarily want you to be solid with that contemplation. That's the reason why it's an I. But the money Yin, that motherfucker's an E. Okay? That motherfucker's an E. Because they don't want to be on empty. All right? So with that right there, inside of the Kabbalah, by Arthur Edward Wade, I'm just gonna go backwards. We get 32 intelligences. If we miss some intelligences, then we're missing some intelligences. You know, and that is also the numerical value of Eve. Okay, but at the same time, and I'm just gonna go backwards now because it's 32 of them inside of here. Actually, it starts on page 216 to where I'm at, also inside the book. So you're listening to it, listen to it. So I'm going to go to the 32nd intelligence backwards. The 32nd is called the assisting intelligence. This is what we're doing right now. We're assisting each other. Okay. But that's in the positive word of it. In a negative way, it's ass. The ass. Watch these assassins. Assassins. Watch them. Because they really will get in your ass. Even Saturn and Uranus, when I was pointing out for Chirion, okay, that's the location between Saturn is a sat, meaning to earn, to burn, in an urn, death. What is he burning? Uranus. Seriously. So there's a positive and negative inside of that, and you can only see that, first of all, in how that person is actually taking that, and what you can only see judge a person by the fruit that it bears. Simple as that. Simple as that. So you have to watch, and so therefore you got to be a watcher. You got to be a watcher. Just be quiet and be watching. So therefore, so the 30 seconds is called the assisting intelligence because it directs all operations of the 7 planets, like we are just talking about, with their divisions and concurs therein. So we got 7 planets, and what is their mission? To divide and concur therein. So then they're supposed to talk about it within and everything. You understand? Uh, going back up to the 31st. The 31st path is called perpetual intelligence. Why is this called so? Because it rules the movement of the sun and the moon. Wow, this is all on point. All on point. Sun and the moon according to their constitution and causes each to gravitate to its respective orb. According to Eliphas Levi, this verse contains the secret of the great work of alchemy. All right? And the reason assigned to this path, the 31st, corresponds to the Hebrew letter Shin, which presents the magic lamp and the light between the horns of Baphomet. It is a Kabbalistic sign of God of the astral light, watch that ass again, and its 2 poles with equibulated its equibulated center. The sun mentioned in the paragraph represents gold, the moon silver. Wow, that was just the thing I was just looking at with the Greek. I was telling you with the 811. I was just telling that with the 811. Okay? The sun is gold. The sun represents gold, the moon silver, and the planets corresponding to the metals, to the other metals. And remember, the blue dragon, when I showed you about the pink dragon and all that stuff, the blue dragon don't like metallic dragons. Can't fucking stand metallic. Metallic, Robin. Fuck no. The blue dragon cannot stand them, and then that's not even the gold dragon. All right? So, correspond to other metals. La Clef des Grands Mysteries, page 234, it is needless to say that the Sefer Yetzirah and its development have nothing to do with alchemy. As regards to the great work and Levi's pretended discovery of the secret, see my annotated translation of this transcendental magic, and he goes and tell you what pages and everything. Okay, so that was the 31st. Now we get to the 30th path. And the reason why I want to get to the 30th path and everything is because that of the degrees in which these zodiac houses are. We are at 30 degrees. We're supposed to be 30 years old before we were able to speak and stuff in front of people like that in a general sense. Okay? So these degrees and everything, each zodiac house, we just went through all of them. Pisces was the last one, 30 degrees, 2,160 years. What page is this on? 2,160. You see it? All right. So therefore, the 30th path is called what? So you can see it yourself. The collective. The collective. You see it? The collective. All right? And this collective is just collecting. A lot of it's a paralysis of analysis. It's scared, you know. It's a lot of things going on. People pushing people up in corners, pushing up on people and shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just stuck like fuck, like Chuck on a lot of shit. Be saying the same thing over again, not expanding on their own. Word too much about them greenbacks. So the 30th path is called the collective intelligence. For thence, astrologers, by the judgment of the stars and the heavenly signs, derive their speculations through the perfection of their science. Of their science. And there is spelled Their. So hair is inside of that. Like heir to the throne. Heir, okay? Their science according to the motions of the stars. And I'm gonna stop right there on that one. I'm not gonna go. It's 32 of them right there because that's why I was saying I don't even like that word because if we're not reflecting and we're just collecting 50-50 on the clock, then everybody gets stuck like Chuck. No movement, no movement. You know, and so that was the 30th degree. Then we go over here to the I Ching. Okay, I Ching number 30. It's a double hexagram. Okay, of Li. Remember I telling you Li was clinging fire? Okay, with the Li. Okay. So this is a double sign. Li means to cling to something, to be continued. Condition, to depend on, to rest on something. Also, brightness. The dark line changes to two lines, one above and one below, the image of the empty space between two strong lines. Thereby, the two strong lines are made bright. The trigram represents the middle daughter. The creative has incorporated, not the creator. 51-51 on the clock. The creative, 51-51. 51-54, 51-57. That's the creative. And that's going back to Genesis because they didn't start that shit from zero. That's from already, they was creative for what the creator made it. They've been creative with it. See? Became a smith, a Cain. Okay? Because they killed Abel. So it says the creative incorporated the line of the receptive and thus Li develops as an image. It is fire and has no definite form, but clings to the burning object, thus is bright. I don't even have to go any further than that. It's just a clinging to you to burn your ass, like a phoenix fire. It's red hot, clinging to you to burn your ass. This is the reason why both flags of China and Vietnam and the red sun of Japan is fucking red. Not only that but red for blood. This is why ours have the 13 stripes. And what does it say as ripples in? The blood. That's what it says also over in Africa too. They say represents the bloods of our ancestors. So it's like going to fucking an AA meeting and you want to change and shit, and they telling you have to say you're an alcoholic. So all these flags and everything is representing that of the blood. When we just supposed to do what? The whole second book. Believe on the name. 622 number says, I don't have it. Let me go grab it so you can grab it. So you can have it. 622 number is the priestly prayer. This was not even the program. I'm not going to lie to you. This was not even the program. But don't allow yourself to be programmed either. You got to go with the go. Go with, let mama, papa, big mama, big papa lead us. So we're going here to numbers, book of numbers. $622. So that I that's supposed to be single, if you're gonna focus on it, then focus on it. Of course we gotta hone in when we do focus. But it's not. That's not what we're looking. Turning one, turning our head around to look through one eye. That's for sure. Or like I said, if you believe in what I'm saying as far as the third eye being down there, we definitely gonna want to. The heck we're gonna see from down there, right? So 622 starts up here. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, double A, we only needed one, and unto the sons, saying, On this wise, yea, meaning the great gods, you, me, shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them," verse 24, "The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee." Now, inside of this right here, these right here, I want you to see the different spaces. Okay, where are we at here? 22, 24. You see the different spacing inside of that? All that shit matters. All of that matters. Why is it spacing like that? All right. Verse 25, "The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee." Another big space. There's a colon there also. "The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace." Verse 27, "And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel," semicolon. Now he's talking to their people, "and I will bless them." So you see the split? It's talking to two different people right there. Two different people. They're talking to a people, P-E-P. I don't even want to put the P-E-O. I guess you can put the I-N for O. P-E-O, meaning our regular I-N was a Z, was like an O. So, but I want to use the L-E. Well, I figured it out. People versus persons. Because persons are just things, a body, like Allah, A-L-L-A, arm, leg, head, but that's not using their brain, you know? Or they're using their brain because they say, hey, all we got to do is this, right? Mash Allah. Be a clinging fire and send it on up. Whatever we got to do, we just go ahead and send it on up to mashallah, you know? So that is the gist of that right there. And yeah. No, I didn't even plan on going there. Like I said, I have this over here planned. We're gonna go ahead and get to a little bit of Dorothy Bar. So I hope you was able to get some from that. And we're gonna start with number 30 over here also. So I went to those. I had those two planned to go to 30, from the Kabbalah number 30 to the I Ching number 30, and then this right here to go to number 30. And her third page number 30. So it says, I must let go. Kid you not? I must let go of what we had. Even though in my heart it will still hurt. My thoughts will still be with you. But there was always certain things you did that have made me realize you weren't right. Now I know you didn't really care. I know the time has come that I must face the hurt. And though it was going to take time to really heal. And I mean, though it is going to take time to really heal, I know the hurt will heal. As much as it hurts, I know it is finally the end. And that I must say goodbye to you by Dorothy Barr with two R's. 31. A new life must start. A new life must start. I must open new doors and windows, closing the old ones and locking them. I feel a new kind of life coming on, one with true honest feelings of being close, one where those feelings will be shared with someone who feed them back, someone who shows the real feelings he feels. Together, we shall keep going strong by Dorothy Barr. Our love is true. Our love is true for each other. This love we have is strong. Together we are one. But we are apart. But when we're apart, we're lost. When we're together, it seems like we're the only ones. It also feels like the world stops turning. It seems like time stands still. A love this strong and true cannot be wrong. We can make our love last. This love will last forever, you and I, forever. All right. Page 32. It's only miles, page 33. It's only miles that's between us. It's only the miles that's between us. Miles Davis. I was playing. It's only the miles that between us. When we make these miles, when them miles bring you back by my side, I feel like you were never gone. I feel like a princess when you were here with me. But when the miles take you back, I feel lost and alone. I feel the time drag on slowly. And when the time comes and you should be back, and those miles don't even seem to carry you home, then the inside of me, I feel like a part of me has died. I pray that you will be by my side soon. Then finally, you do return, and I am very happy. It says though we only get a short time to spend with each other, it doesn't even seem like those miles were there. It seems like we have a forever to spend with each other. Dorothy Barr. Dorothy Barr. And so we're gonna stop there, and we're not doing bad. We're still it's an hour in. Okay. So with that right there, I got this one called I Was Such a Fool. All right. And it goes like this. It goes, I can taste the grace of him in the air. I can smell your pretty hair everywhere. If you look into my heart, you're gonna see right from the start. Ain't no question about the love that we share. I wanna hold you very close, your embrace. I'm so used to having you in my space. I wanna glide across your lips. I wanna swirl inside your kiss. I know I might have wished you were here. No, it's not the stars in the skies, but the stars in your eyes that melts my heart away. No, it's not the words that you say, but the way you love me each and every day. No, it's not the way that you dress, though my heart must confess I really had a jewel. I was such a fool, forever losing you. I said I was such a fool, forever losing you. I think I feel another chance on the way. I just pray it doesn't dance away from me. 'Cause I don't know what I would do not to have the love of you. I know that I would cry totally. I know you reminisce, know that I care. And I know you know I want to be there. Yes, you know that I love you with all my soul. And I miss your tender bliss, loving care. No, it's not the stars in the skies, but the stars in your eyes melts my heart away. No, it's not the words that you say, but the way you love me each and every day. No, it's not the way that you dress, but my heart must confess I really had a do. I was such a fool, forever losing you. Said I was such a fool, forever losing you. Yeah. So that's like, you know, we all done played the fool sometimes. We all done played the fool, you know? And so I feel, and I get it. I get it. And the main thing of it is like this, you know, we so close. We are so close, you know? Now, it's like Chiron said, you know, he said he want to believe in everything, you know what I'm saying? He wants to believe, you know? And a lot of people and everything on a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And but it's you know, like I was saying, even with, you know, looking at people turning around and say and did a 360, you know, I'm coming back, whether it be, you know, the different situations that we've seen happen, whether, you know, we've seen it, we've had it happen to each of every single one of us, every single one of us, you know what I'm saying? And so in that vein and everything, you know, is I got one too. It goes, I want to believe. It's called Want to Believe. Okay. You think it's a trip? It's a trip. What's going on right now? People say something. I say, I got a song about you. Want to hear? I wrote a song about. Want to hear? It's crazy right now on that shit. I couldn't believe when he said that shit. And not only that, though, what he said was straight lyric. You know what Kyron said was straight fucking lyrics. I want to believe mine. Brother mine. I want to believe your mind. You know? You know, my brother man, okay? Because I want to believe in me, brother man, but his peace war it hurts. I want to believe that they got a plan, but this disease getting worse. I want to believe there be goodness deep in harmony, all in hearts. Oh yeah. I want to believe, oh I want to believe, but it's not the way we really are. I want to believe what I believe is written in the sky. Yeah. What I believe, no, the himmel cannot lie. Yeah. What I believe in the Samayim of Most High. Yeah. And I believe only in Yeshua. Yeah. I said, I believe only in Yeshua. You see, I want to believe in the Holy Man, but swore me pockets have much holes. I want to believe that they follow the holy plan, searching and healing the hopeless of souls. I want to believe that there's not an art of robbing me pockets from the very start. Singing Arbeit macht frei. They be singing Arbeit macht frei. They be singing Arbeit macht frei. They be singing I macht frei. I want to believe, yes, I want to believe in all the words they say. I want to believe us, I want to believe, but no, 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 cannot do it today, man. So Brother said, brother man, just believe, just read in the Isaiah 24. Corrupt and clutching, the functions got to quickly change the course. See, I want to believe with ease, but cannot conceive what is condoned. So people peep the speech we speak and see what we seek to be known. These lampooning, robbing, killing us, man, in broad daylight. Uncle Sam now, Samantha, and the feminine, you know? Just don't talk out loud. It'd be tired to face the time for these federal crimes, man. Incredible lies, man. Sensational minds combined to create robotical minds, you know, man. The topic of the top, you get screwed. Obstacles, logical monsters getting you enlisted to twist it. You with tripped up intention, scripture flipping to thicken your listening. Choices to let me not down with it, man. No, not me. Watch, not on me. Watch, man. You can forget it, man. Denaturalization with equalization to the holy and sacred wicked desecration. Castration unison. Command one replenish heaven's nations. I want to believe in the holy man, but it's so it hurts. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean, man? You know, you want to believe too, Chiron. I want to believe too, you know. This like kind of crazy, kind of crazy. But anyway, so we still don't. We still got to go forward. We got to go forward. Okay, got to go forward. All right. 1:11:54 on the clock. 1:11:54. We got to go forward. And as we're going through a lot of pain sometimes, and we got some sunshine. We got some wind. It's going. We gotta hold on. You know, and it might be, these moments that we're in, and then it might be kind of, we got to muster it up. We got to muster it up, and that's all we got to do. You know, forget the ketchup, the Heinz 57 ketchup. Forget that shit. You know, with your piece past the Grey Poupon. But anyway, this one right here is called "Dying in the Rain." I can feel no pain. Dying in the rain, I can feel no pain. Mind dark and cloudy, how I wish I had somebody. Love felt before, now I feel that love no more. I need somebody just to listen because I'm crying. Dun, 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 dun. I said I'm crying, yeah, inside. I'm dying. Can you feel me? I said I'm dying. Dun, dun, dun. My mission's clear, more clearer than before. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Love is so close, it's knocking at your door. Reach out and break, don't send love on no wild goose chase, no. Please hear me and feel me. I said I'm crying. Dun, 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 dun. I said I'm crying. Yeah, inside I'm dying. Can you feel me? I said I'm dying. To be so close, you really are so far away. And the closer you get, makes me want to fly further away. And understanding, I know it is the key, but I need someone just to listen to me. I said I'm crying. Dun, 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 dun. I said I'm crying. Yeah, inside I'm dying.